Good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Parcaut, and usually here with Mike Kelly, but he's still on vacation. He has dates wrong. He won't be back until in the studio until Monday. Anyway, that's okay. We can roll without him. We miss him, but we can still do it. Anyway, and this is Real Estate Jerky Daily. We bring it to you Monday through Friday at 8:30, Thursday 8:30-ish, depending on when we get out of Rotary. But and again, if you're listening to this now, I appreciate you. If you're listening to it on the podcast, thank you so much for listening to. Hope you're bringing you the information you want. And the best way you can support us is go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe to Ed Parcaut. And like us here, share, let other people know. All right. One of my questions that I'm going to pose today is really, are consumers spending beyond their means? And I'm going to go through some numbers and hopefully we can answer that question. My first thought, even without looking at the numbers, but I cheated because I actually looked at the numbers, they are. Currently, we used to say whether we should float or lock. I'm in the mode that I don't care what anybody else says. Lock your rate. It can get worse than it can get better. So right now, and today with the numbers that came out, stocks and bonds are not really moving much today. I should say Dow as of right now is down about 110 points. Bonds are just at like one up one or nothing. Anyway, big thing that was coming out today that we were looking for was the personal consumption expenditures PCE report, and it showed that inflation rose 0.4% in September, which was a tenth hotter than estimates. If you look at the year-over-year index, it decreased from 3.5% to 3.4%, which was in line with forecasts. So that's good news there. The core rate, which the Fed really focuses on, and it strips out food and energy prices, thank goodness, because if it didn't, it'd really be up. It rose 0.3% last month, and which year over year, it went from 3.9% to 3.7% for a year over year of the core. So it's actually moving in the right direction that they want. But some of the stuff that's throwing everybody off right now is personal income and spending. Personal income rose 0.3% last month, which they were expecting. Which was lower than estimated 0.4. So we're all talking tenths right now. So is it really that big of a deal? Well, for Wall Street and everybody else, it really is. But they're spending. This is what's really weird is even though income didn't come in at what they thought it was, people are still spending. So they spent 0.7, which was above the 0.5% that they were thinking was going to happen. And if you look at the savings rate, it's even lower. So the savings rate currently is at 3.4% and has been dropping every month. It was 5.3% back in May, but now, and then also 7.7 in February 2020. Well, that was a totally different time. Here's some extra money. Go throw it in your savings account. And that's one of the things we've been talking about this year is we had about 500 million in savings accounts at the beginning of the year that is all gone now. There is no extra money. So people are living on their credit cards, paycheck to paycheck right now. And that's how they're surviving with the costs that are really there. If you look at the actual savings rate during the Great Recession, it was 2.4%. So we're getting close to that. We're only 1% away from that. Consumers have been clearly spending in third quarter, which is why the GDP came in higher. But if you look at it, that's not a pace that we can continue to see going up. So that we're right at that point where things are going to start changing. And that's what we kind of said looking forward, that it's actually going to be changing going forward. And that's what it's going to be doing. So consumers are depleting their savings and increasing credit card debt. Shocking. Kind of the things I wanted to get in. So that was my little news update. What's going on next week? We have Case Shiller on Tuesday, employment. Wednesday, mortgage apps, ADP, and a JOLTS report, Fed meeting. Thursday, initial jobless claims, and Friday, BLS. But let's get into some news. The White House and HUD is urging more commercial to residential property conversions. They're saying there's a bunch of zombie properties out there that aren't doing anything. So they opened up $45 billion in federal funds to developers to convert offices to homes. I think that'd be good in certain places that they have a lot of vacancies. I don't know. We need to get a commercial guy from Modesto on here to see what's going on in the commercial, but I don't think we have as much. They announced that this new interagency initiative going to help convert these commercial buildings to residential units to help increase, to have more affordable housing. But again, the question is that affordable housing to own or affordable housing to rent? That's what they really, I would like to know, because the last person I interviewed that did affordable housing in a factory, that was affordable housing that they could build to for people to rent from them. I think affordable housing is for people to own, and that's what I would look at. So really, there's not a ton of news today. The biggest thing was the PCE and how, and then the spending and income showing that it's not where we really thought it was going to be, and going forward, it's going to get worse. So that's all I had today. Mike will be back in on Monday. We'll have a lot of more banter next week, because that's what we do really well together. And again, make it a great day. If you're having questions, I did have, just so you know, I've had a lot more people reach out to understand that now is the time to buy. Even though people are saying don't buy, you have to do what's best for you. You can't do what other people want or tell you to do. You have to look at the numbers, see if it works for you. If it works for you, then go ahead and buy it now and stop worrying about where it's going. So that's all my suggestion is: focus on you, not focus on what people think you should do. Anyway, make it a great day. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If you need to copy me a book, just reach out to me also. Make it a great day.